Here's
We're
the
gonna be
thing.
fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that. No.
That's going to be a soundbite.
First of all, I think you're a little retarded, Jesse.
I might be.
Throw that out there. Yeah, I believe you are, man.
No, I really might be. I think so too.
Yeah,
sometimes.
you are, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't help it.
It's interesting that I'm retarded and you listen and call my show every day.
Yeah, because Jesse, you need to be called out. Man.
We as white people do not get to do is to try to explain away how we are good white people, how we are not like those other white folks. Because what that does is it invalidates that person of color's experience, and it tries to separate us and put us outside of the construct of white supremacy, of the benefit of white privilege and white supremacy. We are complicit in it. So long as there is white supremacy, so long as there is racism, we as white folks will be continuing to benefit from it. So while we can unpack, we can deconstruct, we can work to become anti-racist, there is no such thing as a good white person, because we are every day still benefiting from the color of our skin, from the complexion for protection. And we need to stop trying to prove how good we are and start listening and start humbling ourselves to learn how we can do better.
So I would love to know your thoughts on this commentary from some lady that I don't even know. She said there's no such good thing as a white person, right? When I saw this video, what I thought and what struck me is that this lady looks like a hermit crab. She looks like somebody that's hoping for and needing acceptance from colored people. So she's catering to, or the other word would be virtue signaling, colored people to, oh yeah, all white people are evil and we're all bad. You're inferior and you're weak and white people are better than you. That's basically what she's saying. This to me is such a weak mentality. And I see a bunch of people do it all the time. I see people raise their kids like this. Oh, you're weak, you're inferior, you're being oppressed. It is such a weak mentality, especially for a man to do that. But this woman's doing that. She is calling out. First of all, I don't even know why she thinks she could speak on her whole race, but I guess she is. She's seeking and needing affection, acceptance, and attention. So she's hoping that, because I guess she feels some sort of white guilt. She feels that if she comes out and does this, that she somehow absolves herself and she feels better about herself. And I guess those back in the day when there was abolitionists, the white abolitionists, I guess they weren't good white people. They must have been bad white people, right? I saw this and I just this woman's just catering. And you're going to have the colored people that, oh, yeah, that's so amazing. What a beautiful speech. Oh, yeah, oh, God. Praise Jesus. Praise the Lord. I'm sorry. I see right through this this woman and what she's trying to do in her little basement. And she probably needs to go on a diet. Try the keto diet. Her self-loathing, self-hating, or whatever self that, and you have people like this. White people that want to make people of color, whether you're Spanish, black, whatever, you're weak, you're less, so let me cater to you. Yes. And let me tell you something else. You know how many white people I know that would laugh? Actually, after I saw this video, I called somebody the other day that I know, somebody that's been in foster care and somebody that's had a really troublesome life, a hard life, not an easy life. I called and I was like, yo, did you know your privilege? You have white privilege. She started laughing. Bro. Now, I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. Maybe for the rich or whatever. Or generational wealth or some stuff like that. But I don't make excuses for myself. I don't blame the other person. I can't do this. I can't get a job. I need welfare. I need the government to pay for everything. It is ridiculously weak and a socialist kind of mentality when you want the government to provide everything for you. This woman, she's catering. She's signaling. She's a social justice warrior, and she thinks that by condemning what her skin color is and the rest of her people are, that she's somehow going to come out in the front and she's going to gain acceptance and maybe she'll go viral. I've seen this kind of stuff. It's super easy to tell that this woman is manipulating the people, and you got the dumb, mindless zombies that I see every day. You just look at them. Drive your car in traffic and look at the idiots here in South Florida. They're getting into accidents every other day. They're getting killed. They're doing the dumbest things on the road. You got mindless zombies. And these are the same people like this woman. Oh, you're oppressed and you're weak. Yeah. And woof. Could you imagine being married to her? You think I'd want this woman, this weak woman, being the mother of my child? If we had a kid, our kid would probably be like brown, lightish complexion. You think I would want this weak woman going to my child? Hey, you're oppressed and you're weak and you're inferior. So let the people take care of you. Let the government take care of you because you're too weak because of your skin color. And hey, everybody that's white, you're inferior to them. You can't get your own. You can't get a job because you're inferior. Let's put you on disability. No! What happened back then was horrible. But guess what? It didn't just happen to blacks. There was historically a bunch of tragedies that happened to different races and colors and everything. Look at the Holocaust. Look at Hiroshima with the bomb. It's not just one particular. We've done, and other cultures have done horrible things. What does nobody ever talk about the Arabs that have sold blacks across the world? Oh, and the Arabs were the first to do it, and they were the biggest to do it. But you don't hear nobody saying nothing about that. Why does nobody ever talk about the blacks in Africa that were selling blacks, right? Nobody talks about that, right? There was horrible tragedies going on, and the blacks selling blacks in Africa doesn't justify what happened, but there's a whole scenario to this. Now, a lot of people focus on the United States, but the Arabs came and they sold a bunch of black people all over the world. The world accepted it. Slavery just didn't happen in the United States. It was all over the world. And actually, at one point, it was different races and different colors. And then at one point, they tuned it into blacks. In Africa, a lot of times, there was transactions that weren't even violent. Some of them, it wasn't like, we're going to take your people and we're going to take... No, it was like, oh, I want to send my people. I want to make some money. So they sold some of their people. Look it up. Call it for what it is. So this woman, white, and whatever she is, even though I don't subject myself to race, who the hell are you to speak on all white people being evil? When I know some great white people and of all different colors that have worked super hard to get where they're at. I know some very successful black people that didn't need a handout and mommy saying, oh, you're so weak and you're oppressed. I know some really hard working black people. So get out of here with that crap. That's a weak mentality for crybaby women and weak males that are actually women. It is so weak and so easy. Trust me, what this woman doing is the easy thing. Oh yeah, we're all evil. We're no good. There is no such thing as a good white person. There's evil within any color, any race, or whatever you want to call it. That's my thoughts on this woman. And I'm not bothered, and I don't care if people get upset and offended. I see through this manipulation, and you're going to have the people clapping. Wow, that was such an amazing speech. Oh my God. Everything I have in my life, whether it's good or bad, is because of me. I mean, of course, I could look back and be like, if I would have had a father, my life probably would have been different. But it's all me. I take responsibility. Even the situation I'm in now, it's my fault. It's my responsibility. And I need to improve it, and I need to be a man. I will never raise my daughter or any child to be weak and oh, you're so oppressed and the skin color and yeah, you should get on welfare. And no, loving somebody, you're loving your color or loving your race or your culture is saying the truth. You know how many people I see want to be lied to. They love the lie. Don't tell me the truth. Lie to me. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Don't tell me that. Tell me, yes, you're doing a good job driving. You know what I'm saying? I know so many successful and hardworking people that went to school that are of color, that got great jobs, that are of color. Women that are succeeding at the top, making more money than men, of color. So I don't buy into that whole weak mentality, crybaby, whining agenda where these people want to please people of color. Sorry, I don't want to be pleased. I don't want somebody with sympathy crying and telling me and putting down their own race because they think that's going to put them ahead of somebody else, because you need affection in your life and you don't have affection, so you decide to overeat to make up for that empty void inside of you. Sorry, I don't buy it.
I see potential subscribers.
Subscribe for more. This is the mother info war.